Hey everyone, Jason Case here with another video, and today is part one of a four-part series on how to monitor your content marketing metrics. So monitoring these metrics is super important to your overall success of your content marketing campaigns. But a lot of companies don't look at all the details that they should be. So that's why I want to break this down into 4 videos this week and to cover this in great detail so you know the exact metrics to be looking at. And I break this down into 4 categories. So consumption metrics, retention metrics, engagement metrics, and lead and sales metrics. So depending on your goals, these are the different categories that you'll lump stuff in and probably be monitoring a little bit more closely. So let's just start with it. Today's video is on consumption metrics. So I'm breaking this down into 2 different sections that you'll be looking at. One is Google Analytics, and the other is your email marketing platform. So whatever you're using to send out your email marketing campaigns, then that should be able to provide you with the reports there. So starting with Google Analytics, I like to look at page views. So drilling this down to the specific piece of content by URL is important. And then that way you know how many page views that piece of content's getting. So you can look at unique page views too, and unique page views will actually give you the exact number, because page views is like one person can come back more than one time and it counts the total number, where unique page views will show you the exact number that time's or that content's been viewed. So in Google Analytics, go to Behavior, Site Content, All Pages. This will break down a list of all your pages on your site, and then there you can filter down by URL. So in a search box, just type the URL that you want to filter your results down, and then that will show you the metrics that you want to look at for your page views. This will help you identify what content is performing well. So when you look at it in the view of all content, you can then sort by which content's getting the most page views, and start identifying the content that's performing well. Once you identify this, then start focusing more energy on that topic. So in recent videos, I've talked about Google's recent algorithm changes, especially with Hummingbird. They're really putting a lot of energy around ranking content on sites that are covering specific topics in great detail. So not just one post on a specific topic, but a lot of different posts and different content and pages around a specific content or topic really does well. So sometimes even outranking sites that have a lot of backlinks and stuff. So just keep that in mind. But this is a great metric to look at for that. Unique visitors. To access this in Google Analytics, go to Audience, Overview, Users. So users is your unique visitor metric that you'll be looking at in Google Analytics. So right here, what you want to do is look at how big your audience is and how that's trending over time. Is your audience growing? Is it staying steady, or is it declining? You want to start seeing that trend go up. And the more content marketing that you do over time, it'll really start to spike. Average time on page. So to access this report, you go to Behavior, Site Content, All Pages, and then there's a default column in there for average time on page. What I like to do is drill this down by a secondary dimension. So there's a button called Secondary Dimension, and then go to Acquisition Source. So this adds another layer of filter in there, and this will give you the sources of the content. Why I like looking at this and drilling down by that secondary dimension? Because then you can start seeing which content is performing best based on the marketing channels that you're sending visitors to this content. So, for example, if you're sending people from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, just organic visitors, you can start seeing which of these marketing strategies are working best and are holding the best average time on site. So if you're running paid campaigns, like for example on Facebook, and I kind of gave that example yesterday, this would be where you're looking at. So if all your traffic's coming from a paid campaign in Facebook and you're sending a ton of traffic here, but your average time on page is like 0 seconds and it's a long format post, then that's not good. So you need to adjust your metrics on Facebook's side to redefine your target audience. Or if all your marketing channels or all your sources here have a low engagement time and it's long form content, then most likely it's something on your page that is not resonating with people. Maybe the style guidelines on your site, maybe the text is too hard to read, or the content's not broken up by enough subheadings, or the page might be slow. So if it's slow loading, this is another metric to look at. But looking at this is a way to identify those problem areas. And then inbound links and referring domains. So I like using Moz Open Site Explorer. There's a number of tools out there for this, but that's one that you can check out. So the more links that you get to a page, the better that it's going to perform. So I'm not talking about just spammy links. You want to do your job and do outreach to authority sites, specifically probably aligning with your target audience in this content. So this will really help boost your organic ranking and drive more traffic organically. But if these sites get a lot of visitors, this also will send traffic from those sites too. So again, when you're looking at your average time on site and filtering down by source, then you can start seeing those referral partners. Goal completion. So always set up goals based on your lead capture forms. So if you have lead magnets, content upgrades, and stuff like that, set up a goal completion for each of these. I've even talked about exit attempts in past videos are great ways to capture leads. So either way, all of these lead capture forms, make sure you have goals set up for it. And then you can create segments in Google Analytics, so you can apply that segmentation to pretty much any report and see how well those lead magnets are doing by running goal reports. So that's it for Google Analytics. Now we're going to look at email marketing metrics and email open rate. So this is important. If nobody's opening your emails, then you got a problem. You need to adjust your your subject lines, test and measure some things with that, or maybe your content's not resonating with people. I like to cleanse out my list every month. So what we like to do is run re-engagement campaigns every 30 days. And if you can't so if anybody's not opening your emails, try to get them re-engaged. If they don't re-engage and they don't open anything in 60 to 90 days, delete them off. Keep that email list healthy. The healthier your email list will increase your deliverability of your emails. Email click-through rate. So this will really give you an idea of how engaged your audience is. So check that out. And you can use these email link clicks to segment your audience. So maybe it's they click a link about a specific segment of your business. Well, you could tag them, and then you automatically know what their interests are. So then you can start emailing them more targeted information. So either way, that's it for today's video. I know this is a lot of stuff to cover, but coming up in my next videos, I'm going to be covering retention metrics tomorrow, engagement metrics the next day, and then lead and sales metrics for the last video. So, and then the video after that, I'm going to break down a pretty cool hack that you can do in Google Analytics. So that's it. Take care, guys, and have a good day.